Good afternoon and welcome to the Women's Supa-Liga Grand Final between the Western Devils FC in the black kit and the West Coast Cobras in the green kit. Team list for today. For the Western Devils, number 29, Andrea Priato. Number 4, Lauren Baker. Number 1, Becky Musail. Number 21, Penelope Clayton. Number 14, Erica Shilcott. Number 9, B1. Number 5, Laura Waltman. Number 6, Nina Borman. And for the West Coast Cobras today, we have number 1, Annie Leyland. Number 3, Sarah Ranieri. Number 12, Melissa Shepherd. Number 32, Eleanor Bates. Number 21, Taylor Reid. Number 24, Quinn Duan. Number 29, Jana Ridley. Number 7, Marco Kant. And number 36, EJ Silva. I am Jade Paul with you today. We'll be joined in just a moment by Greg Farrell, starting this game off by myself. We're just about to hear the first whistle, and the Western Devils with the kickoff. Balls with Andrea Priato across the court to Nellie Clayton. Bringing it forwards, that's a great run from Lauren Baker. Dispossessed. West Coast Cobras now going forwards. Taylor Reid looking forwards. Goes backwards to Eleanor Bates. Jana Ridley out on the left. Cobra slowing the game down. Oh, and Ridley gets past Lauren Baker. She's right on goal, and that's a great slide from Laura Waltman. Just before Jana Ridley got the shot off, and a mistake from Annie Leyland almost gives Penelope Clayton a shot on goal. Apologies, just trying to fiddle with my scoreboard. Right, Penelope Clayton on the kick in. She sends it forwards. I think she was expecting Lauren Baker to make a driving run forwards there. Eleanor Bates with time and space out here on the left. Straight across the court to Taylor Reid. Shepherd plays Bates. And that's a good ball from Eleanor Bates. Ridley now against Andrea Priato, and the shot saved by Becky Musail. Shepherd with the shot. She sends it left of the post. Couple of good opportunities in these first couple of minutes for both teams. Taylor Reid, great ball through to the pivot. Jana Ridley holding it up well. It's back at Shepherd. Bates on the left, nice ball down the line. It's just rolled out of play. Some good possessions by the West Coast Cobras side, moving the ball well, getting into good positions attacking wise. Lauren Baker against Ridley. She gets it over through the middle, to Penelope Clayton. That's great pressure by Taylor Reid, West Coast Cobras defender. Oh, and she's won herself a kick in as well. Reid has Bates on the left, goes back to where the ball came from under pressure. Might cost her. And the shot from Lauren Baker blocked by Eleanor Bates. A few calls for a handball there from the Devils FC bench. Leyland with the ball. Plays it short to Mel Shepherd. Oh, and Shepherd goes to play it back to Leyland. Little bit of a lapse in concentration, forgot about the two-touch keeper rule. Clayton will take a shot. Oh, nice dummy shot. She takes it on her left. Sends it just wide of the post. Shepherd again. This little play and run. Ball out, blocked by Lauren Baker, and the shot from Laura Waltman just left of the post. If she just got that inside the post, I think there's no way Annie Leyland could have got a foot to it. Becky Masail throws to Baker in the middle. Ball's back with Waltman. Baker making a nice run forwards. Oh, and she just takes a big touch. The ball from Waltman. Might have been a little bit too hard as she was running forwards. Both teams creating some really good chances for themselves, and there's a free kick here right in front of me. Nellie Clayton putting a little bit too much of her body into that tackle against Jana Ridley. Kick taken by Melissa Shepherd. Clayton in front of the ball. Oh, and Shepherd hits it straight into Clayton's legs. Clayton ends up with the ball still. That's great recovery from Melissa Shepherd. Priado plays Clayton. Nice little back roll to Priado. Nice high pressure from Shepherd. Oh, but she's left her player. Excellent recovery by Taylor Reid. Priado finds Clayton. Out wide to Baker. Oh, and a little bit of a missed kick there from Lauren Baker. Dwan just stepping on the court, and she makes a great run forwards, and that's nice little ball from Bates and the header from Dwan. Saved by Musail. Shepherd gets the ball out from high pressure from Waltman. Finds Bates' feet. Dwan moving quickly. Bates again. A lot of penetrating runs and some nice balls through for the West Coast Cobras. Clayton Priado tries to get it over the top for Waltman. And it's picked off by Shepherd. The ball over the top. It's a little bit too close to Musail. Bates was looking for Ridley. Ballman. Back to Priado, across to Clayton. Clayton with the shot. I think she hit her own player with that one. So West Coast Cobras kick in. Ball came off Laura Waltman. This little flick into Ridley. Ridley, as we've seen throughout the season, has been an excellent pivot for the West Coast Cobras. Does a really great job getting the ball to her feet, getting in front of her defender and holding the ball up so that she can get runners on behind her. Bates with the left foot shot, sends it over the bar. Cobras now dropping off to halfway. Just dropping their press off a little bit. Run from Shilcott. Ball from Waltman. Just a little bit too long for her run. It was a great idea from the Western Devils FC side. Ridley takes it on her head. She moved in towards the ball. Leyland slightly miscalculated that throw. Ridley does really well when those balls go straight to her feet. Bates against Waltman. Gets in the middle for Ranieri. Great little 1-2. Bates ball across the face. Dwan was almost at the back post, but the play was moving too quickly for her to make it there. Shilcott plays into Clayton. Oh, that's a great ball from Clayton. Very end to end so far this game. A lot of high energy from both of these teams. Looks like every time the West Coast Cobras create a chance for themselves, the Western Devils are replying with their own equally aggressive attacking opportunity. Oh, and that's a great leave by Sarah Ranieri. Dawn just took too big of a touch out from her feet. Borman. B1 on the court now for the Western Devils. She'll cut across to Waltman. Shot again, has Ballman on the right. Western Devils making their way up the court slowly. Ball over the top. Falls nicely into the hands of Annie Leyland. Return attack now from the West Coast Cobras. Ridley. Bates on the ball. Great work from Bates. Just drew B1 in there and then played the ball back to Ridley. One against Bates. Plays down the line. That's a great ball from One. One stops the ball going forwards to Melissa Shepherd's feet, who we know is a very dangerous player in high areas. Waltman again stopping the ball going to Shepherd's feet, but Ridley ends up with the ball and the shot. Excellent reaction from the Western Devils keeper, Musail. Shepherd with the shot, another great save from Musail. Waltman cuts out the pass from Dawn to Jaina, being held up by Ranieri. Does just enough to let Dawn get back, and Waltman passes that ball just a little bit too far in front of Borman. Bates on the ball. That's great defensive work by Erica Shilcott, stopping that ball, getting to Jaina Ridley. And B1 almost gets the steal. Did well to get herself in front of her player. Shepherd being pressed, doubled up the tackle by Waltman. Waltman does well, gets the shot off, just sends it into the side netting. Oh, and it looks like Leyland got a hand to that ball. So Western Devils corner kick. Waltman to B1. Waltman with the shot. I think... Nope, I thought I heard a little deflection on that one, but it is only Leyland's throw. Short to Shepherd. And Bates. Looking for Marco Kant. Marco Kant was being pressed quite closely by her defender. I dare say, I don't think that ball from Bates was quite on. Maybe just was feeling a little bit impatient. It's quite a high pressure game. Bates with the ball, has Reed on her left. Shepherd down the line for Kant, and Priato does well to get herself in front. And that's a West Coast Cobras kick in. Reed, back to Bates. On Bates, that ball was definitely more on than the first one she played. Couldn't quite reach it. Oh, and Shepherd with the steal. That's great movement from Melissa Shepherd getting in front. Clayton now stepping back on the court for the Western Devils. Oh, and a bit of a missed kick from B1. was looking for Andrea Priato. Shepherd. And Bates couldn't quite get her foot on the ball. West Coast Cobras again electing to defend from halfway and let a little bit of pressure off. Great defensive work from Melissa Shepherd. Just got a little foot in there, stop the player from turning. Oh, a silly little technical mistake from the Western Devils. Turns it over to the West Coast Cobras. Ball rolled off the line as Clayton went to take the kick in. Can't now. Oh, and she just miskicked it into the line of B1. Clayton gets past Shepherd. Great recovery from Marco Kant. Referee having a little talk to Penelope Clayton. She was giving some dissent there. Thought the call wasn't made early enough, but Jonathan Silas informing her that he was trying to play advantage. She was on goal until Marco Kant got herself back in front of the ball, up behind the ball, I should say. Free kick taken by Clayton. Oh, and I think she got that through the wall. I'll have to watch that replay. Annie Leyland got her hands to it, but it was a strong kick. I think maybe her fingers just bent back a little bit, giving the Western Devils the first goal of this grand final. Watch the replay. Yeah, Eleanor Bates just stepped out of the wall a second too early, let the ball go between her and her teammate. Western Devils now up 1-0. Baker. Balls with Priato. Oh, and that's a great run from Clayton. Nice little 1-2 back to Priato. Priato had a clear shot with her left foot there. Elected to pass to Erica Shilcott on her left. Western Devils being instructed to press high. Oh, and Taylor Reid almost had a run on goal. Luckily for the Western Devils, ball just rolled out of play before she could get to it. Cobras defense creeping up. Just in the last 2 minutes of regular time, and we'll have 2 minutes of stop clock to finish off this half. Western Devils have slowed down a lot since scoring the goal. They're quite happy just to keep the ball and move it around on Andrea Priato. Flicks it out of play. Nice high press from Erica Shilcott. Ball over the top from Eleanor Bates. Too long for Taylor Reid. Falls to the hands of Musail. Priato now. I think those arm instructions meant she wants her team to get more width on the court. Oh, a great almost tackle from Lauren Baker. She did a great defensive job stopping Jana Ridley. And again, stopping the ball from Bates going forwards. Clayton. The ball ends up back with Bates. Shepherd down the line for Ridley. Ridley gets a little touch into the middle, and Shepherd with a big run. Shepherd just caught the backs of Clayton's legs as she was running through to take that shot. Clayton taking a little second to get up from that tackle. She looks fine. Might have just been a slight niggle. And ball from Ridley over the top. Just goes out of play. Western Devils now back in possession. As we enter the last 2 minutes of stop clock. Shepherd. The foul given away by Laura Waltman, I believe it was. EJ Silva on the court now for the West Coast Cobras. Very young and up-and-coming player. We saw her play in the Women's Supa-Liga B Grand Final last night and announced on the live stream that she was about 13 years old, but I've been informed by her mum before the game that she is in fact 12 years old. So a very, very young player on the court. Mel Shepherd, forward to Ridley. And that's a great little touch out from Ridley's feet by Lauren Baker. Waltman does well to keep the ball under pressure from Jana Ridley. Bit of confusion between the West Coast Cobras defenders. Ball's forward to Waltman. It's ended up at the feet of Ridley. She gets around Baker. Copped a little bit of a kick to the back heel, I think, there. Couldn't quite see the referee was standing in front of me. The free kick has been given to the West Coast Cobras. There's 43 seconds left of stop clock time. Shepherd and Ridley near the ball. Looks like Shepherd will take the shot. No, Ridley takes the shot. Rebounds off Penelope Clayton in the wall. Silver on the corner kick. To Bates. Bates with the left foot shot. Sends it over the bar. Western Devils doing exactly what I would do just before half time, keeping the ball in their own half, waiting for the clock to run down, forcing the West Coast Cobras to press. West Coast Cobras sneaking up slowly. Pressing now through EJ Silva on Clayton. She does well. My clock saying 0 seconds, but there is actually 7 seconds on the match clock. As the time runs down, Waltman and Clayton. That is the halftime whistle here. The Western Devils putting themselves ahead, going into halftime 1-0 up. Goal scorer Penelope Clayton from a very good free kick, just slipped it through the wall. West Coast Cobras have been playing well so far this game. I would say it's been evenly matched between the two of them. Just unlucky for the West Coast Cobras. That free kick got into the goal. Annie Leyland even got a hand to it. Slightly pushed her fingers back, I say. We're going to have a quick little ad break while the teams have their halftime chats. I'll be back in just a moment with the Women's Supa-Liga Grand Final.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week at Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
Welcome back from the halftime break. This is the second half of the Women's Supa-Liga Grand Final between the Western Devils in the black kit and the West Coast Cobras in the green. So far in the first half, we've seen the Western Devils go ahead by 1 goal through a free kick taken by Penelope Clayton. Bress stopping the clock, which is lucky because I forgot to start my clock. Ridley limping off the court. Looks like she might have twisted her ankle. Just coming into the second half. Priato on the kick in. Plays it forwards, looking for Ballman. She does well to almost get in front of Mel Shepherd, but Mel Shepherd muscles her out. The ball's with Ranieri. Great run from Duan. Oh, and an excellent kick around the corner to find Bates. Western Devils, Waltman scrambling, kicking the ball out. Not a lot she could have done other than that. Bates was putting a lot of pressure on her, trying to get the shot off. And Shepherd just rolled that ball out as she was taking the sideline kick in, turning it over to the Western Devils. Silly little technical errors like that you really don't want to see in a grand final. Borman plays Waltman, and that's great high pressure from Mel Shepherd. Musail sends it straight down the middle. Ends up with Waltman. Waltman running forwards against Duan. Gets a shot off, blocked by Duan. Borman pressing high on Bates. She does enough to pressure Bates into kicking the ball out. Priato. Waltman. Priato again. Waltman again. Priato doesn't have a lot of options here. Waltman makes the run out wide. That's great pressure again from Shepherd. Unlucky to leave the ball at the feet of one. She sends it back to the Cobras' feet anyway. Ranieri plays to one. West Coast Cobras slowing the game down a little bit. Oh, and just as I say that, Bates plays a ball into the roof because it hits the heaters on the roof here. It is a turnover to the Western Devils for a sideline kick in. Kick in taken by Waltman, Priato and Fixo. Oh, does well on B1. Trying to take that ball on her back heel and flick it into goal. Just unlucky. Ball went straight through her legs. Marco Kant plays Bates. Oh, Bates miskicks it in front of Kant and it's picked off by B1. B1 has ball in the back post. It's blocked by Bates. Ranieri and Bates now going forwards. Ranieri on the ball. Little back roll. Waltman just wants to release the pressure. Kicks the ball out of play. Dwan. Bates plays it in the middle. Priato picks it up. One now going forwards, gets it past Bates. Waltman was making the run in the opposite direction to where Juan thought she wanted the ball. It's a sideline kick in. Dwan plays forward to Bates. That's a great little touch from Bates, and Ranieri just fumbles the shot on her left foot. Priato now, again with the hand signals. She's not being given a lot of options by her team at times. They're making runs forwards instead of sideways, getting wide into positions where she can get the ball to their feet. Oh, and the shot from Waltman deflected off Ballman and then I think off Bates for a corner kick. Oh, nice little dummy from Laura Waltman. Flick in the middle. One slipped over there, it looked like. Oh, and Marco Kant took her eyes off her player for a second. Does well to get herself back. Just letting Nina Ballman run past her on her blind side. That's all it takes in a game like this. You stop paying attention for a split second and you've let a player go forward, have a 1v1 against the keeper. Leyland plays short to Shepherd. Shepherd against Ballman, plays it down the line for Dwan. Dwan tries to go around one, but One's not having a bar of it, sending the ball out. One again, defending well against Dwan. Ballman on the ball now. Waltman, nice little 1-2, and that's a great little touch from Shepherd. I think if Ballman got on the end of that 1-2, she could have easily got a shot off on goal. Nellie Clayton probably going to take a shot here, and that's a great block from Dwan. We know Penelope Clayton's dangerous in those positions when you let her have a shot. Not quite sure what happened there. It looked like the Cobras moved out of the way of the ball from Clayton and let it go through into the middle of their defensive D. Annie dropping the ball down at the feet of Bates. Shepherd tries to play down the line. One doing very well defensively today. She's been a very solid wall for the Western Devils, stopping the Cobras getting themselves in dangerous attacking positions. Getting the ball in dangerous attacking positions, I should say. Nice little flick on from Bates. Taylory couldn't quite get on the end of it. I think it's out for a side kick in for the Western Devils. Taken by Waltman, has Clayton next to her. Cobras again dropping out to halfway. Shepherd does well to win the ball. Bates plays Kant. Oh, and one almost picked off that pass from Kant. Luckily for Kant, Managed to get it through to Shepherd. Cobras now instructed to press. Bates in front of Borman. It's a free kick and a yellow card presented to Eleanor Bates. I think she might have grabbed Borman, pulled her backwards as she was trying to make her run forwards. It's a foul that I might have made in that same position. It did look like Borman was going to go forward uncontested with a shot on goal. I think that's smart play by Eleanor Bates. Bates on the ball. Back to Shepherd. Reid running forwards. The pass from Shepherd blocked out by Clayton. Waltman with the shot. Sending it over the bar. Leyland sends it long. Comes off the head of Shilcott. Ranieri has Shepherd. Borman pressing up. Ranieri again. Oh, and she gets it through the legs of Shilcott. Nice little turn with the side of her foot to get past Shilcott. Shepherd with the shot, and it gets Reid at the back post. Borman does a great job defensively, sliding to stop the shot from Reid. Reid again at the back post. Well, Ranieri tried to shoot. Kicked Shilcott as she was following through. And the ball had already gone, so it will be a Western Devils free kick. Taken by Shilcott. Cobras now pressing. Reid does well against Clayton. Clayton running through though. She's running hard. Clayton with the shot. Sends it left of the post. Did well there, Penelope Clayton. The determination to just keep pushing forwards. On Shepherd did well, unfortunately just tripped over the ball, nicked it with her back heel. Clayton now, 1v1 against Shepherd. Reid does well to get herself back. Clayton wanted Waltman to keep that ball in, but I think Waltman was a little bit gassed from the run forwards. Oh, and an excellent turn from Ranieri. Great play from Sarah Ranieri. Reid pressing up on Shilcott. Bates has the ball. Bates with the shot. Sorry, not a shot from Bates. She was looking for Taylor Reid at the back post. Baker, a little mistouch, does well to fix it and keep the ball. Excellent run from Shilcott. Shepherd, across to Bates. And that's a good idea from Eleanor Bates. Reid was running forwards. The ball was just a little bit too hard and flat. Was running very quickly past Reid as she was making the run. Shepherd did well pressing there. Fortunately didn't end up with the ball. Western Devils doing a great job of keeping possession under pressure.
Timeout.
The timeout now called by the West Coast Cobras. I dare say there's under 9 minutes left on the clock. I think they might be pushing Leyland forwards and playing fifth man. I could be wrong, but if I was on the Cobras bench, I think that would be my tactic. Try and push everything forwards. They're down 1-0 at the moment. Really, really want to push for that goal. Surprising to see so far in this match. The West Coast Cobras haven't really been pressing that hard on the Western Devils. They've been pressing at times and then dropping off, which I would usually say is a very good tactic. But 1-0 down in a grand final, I think I would be wanting to press as hard as I could and as high as I could to win the ball high and get shots on goal. And because West Coast Cobras called the timeout on their kick-in, they have the kick-in on the side. Dwan panicked a little bit against Shilcott, but luckily Bates was on. Just as I say that, Bates sends the ball into the feet of Waltman. Shepherd. Looks like I was wrong in my prediction of a fifth man play coming out from the West Coast Cobras. Annie Leyland staying back in her goals for now. Nice ball forwards by Shepherd. Dwan gets on the end of it. Can't quite see what happened down in that corner. It's a Western Devils kick in. Cobras are pressing. And Shepherd almost got in front of Chilcott. Reed did well to get herself back, and Dwan looking forwards. Good decision by Dwan to play the ball backwards. There wasn't a lot forwards except for Western Devils to get through. Oh, and a miss kick by Dwan. Luckily recovered by Bates. Bates running down the left side. Can't quite keep the ball in. So ball's nice and long to Baker. Oh, and that's Baker did well to get herself out of the double-up tackle by Reed and Shepherd. Western Devils calling for a handball. And here we go with the fifth man for the West Coast Cobras, Annie Leyland, pushing herself forwards. Bates almost gave the ball away there. She had Shepherd free behind her. Oh, a little bit impatient there from the West Coast Cobras with this fifth man. The Western Devils were already set up for an attack from that left-hand side. Would have been better for them to switch the ball across the other way. Try and create some holes in that defence. Shot from Clayton, blocked by Shepherd. Smart play by the Western Devils, walking slowly to take this kick in. Exactly what I would be doing in this position, 1-0 up. Just try and run the clock down as much as you possibly can. It's down the line to Waltman. Waltman by Ranieri. Sorry, defended by Ranieri. Bates came in for the double up. Just tapped out off the West Coast Cobras. Clayton sends it over top. Reed does well, get in front of Baker. Looks like Baker had her hands in the back of Taylor Reid there in that tackle. Fifth man again for the West Coast Cobras. Ranieri in that fixo position. Leyland on the ball up high. Does well. Yeah, Shepherd showing some patience and great composure. Great press by the West Coast Cobras. Western Devils have sent the ball out. They're trying to press the Cobras so that they can't set up for fifth man. Yeah, Cobras have done well. Oh, and Reid couldn't quite get the ball under her foot. It would have been an excellent opportunity. Reid and Leyland had a 2v1 against Priado there. Bates. Back to Leyland. Ranieri. Leyland making her way forwards. Waltman trying to press her. Always a little bit of a risk when you're trying to press high on a fifth man. You'll end up with an overload behind you. West Coast Cobras moving the ball maybe just a little bit too slowly. Oh, and missed kick from Shepherd. Luckily that ball hitting the roof from Clayton. Cobras will have the kick in. Leyland staying high. Devils electing to pull off on their press for that kick in. Oh, and missed kick, from Ranieri. Sent it too far out in front of Bates, so Waltman could almost pick it off. Great pressure from the West Coast Cobras. Devils have done well to keep possession. Priado sending her team wide. And that's an excellent step in front by Reid. Fortunately, the next kick by Bates sent out of play. Borman. Priado, nice one too, and Borman with the shot. I think that went through Annie Leyland's legs. Have to have a check on the instant replay. Great little play between Waltman and Borman. And then Borman and Priado with the 1-2. Just rolled under Annie Leyland, giving the Western Devils a 2-goal lead now in this grand final with only a minute. Just under 2 minutes, left in this half. Left of this whole match. We have entered stop clock time. Bit of a dispute whether that was a corner or a keeper's throw there, but the referees have given it to Annie Leyland for the keeper's throw. Ball from Ranieri to Leyland. Oh, and Leyland can't quite get there. Priado sends it over. Leyland takes it on her thighs. Oh, and the missed kick from Ranieri, picked off by Waltman. Ranieri does well to recover. She wasn't going to let that go in the goal after coming off her own mistake. Western Devils up 2-0, still trying to go forwards. Pushing for more goals. Fifth play from the West Coast Cobras. Shot from Shepherd over the bar. Timeout called by the Western Devils. Just over a minute left of stop clock time. We know anything can happen, especially in a game like this. But 2 goals ahead is a big ask for the West Coast Cobras. West Coast Cobras being instructed to put it all on the line now. They're going to press as high as they possibly can. I completely agree with that tactic. There's no point holding back when you're 2-0 down in a grand final. Musail, big ball over the top, looking for Borman. Shepherding the ball out. Bit too much pressure there from Borman, giving away the free kick. And Borman looks like she's in a bit of pain down that end. Not quite sure. Quite sure what happened there. We are in stop clock time, so it's of no detriment to the West Coast Cobras to hold the game up for a minute and see if Borman's okay. Shepherd sends it over, blocked by one. Bates sends it out. Leyland, Shepherd. Oh, and Shepherd forgot about the 2-touch keeper rule again. Fired it straight back to Leyland, who can't touch the ball, or it'll be a turnover to the Western Devils right in front of goal. Clayton being pressed by Bates. Shepherd comes in to help. Clayton still gets the shot off. Left of the post. Oh, and 1 with the shot. Bates was back covering. Leyland plays high to Shepherd. Shepherd can't quite get her body behind the ball. Coming into the last 10 seconds of this match. Looks like it's all over for the West Coast Cobras as Nellie Clayton takes this ball down the line, getting the last shot off for the game. Oops. Laura Waltman getting the last shot off for the game. The Western Devils will end this summer 21-22 season premieres and with the championship trophy. An unfortunate end to the West Coast Cobras fighting tooth and nail during that grand final match. Keep the stream going as the Western Devils are presented with the trophy, the championship trophy. And there you have it. The wrap to the Women's Supa-Liga Summer 2021-22 season. A great season for the Western Devils. We will be back in just a moment with another grand final, the